Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Bill. I am in the Brewery District here in Milwaukee, and I'm gonna go check out Pilot Project for the very first time. Never been here, haven't had any of their beers, haven't tried any of their food. They've been here for a little while. It's definitely time I go check them out. You guys wanna come with me? Let's go. So I am here at Pilot Project Brewing in the Brewery District here in Milwaukee. And one of the things that you may or may not know is that this actually used to be the home of Milwaukee Brewing Company, or some of you may know it as MKE Brewing. So Pilot Project actually took over the facilities, and Eagle Park took over the naming rights and branding essentially of Milwaukee Brewing Company. Now they have been here for a while, Pilot Project has, and I just haven't got a chance to get out here. Now that I have a day where I can, I wanted to come check it out. I heard the food is pretty good, the beer is pretty good. I've always loved this building. I think the ambiance here, I think, has been really awesome regardless. Now, I'm in the main dining area. It's kind of loud. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the music, hopefully not too much. But when I came in here, it was super loud music. So I'm not sure if that's just indicative of because there's no one here it's that loud, or whatever the case may be, probably. Now the brewery area looks like it's completely closed off, so you can't go check out what's going on there like you used to be able to when Milwaukee Brewing Company was here. But regardless, it's still a really nice place. I'm here for the food and to taste some of the beer. Now, Pilot Project as a brewery, they're an incubator brewery, so they actually want prospective breweries, if you will, or people who want to open up breweries. They can come in here, try brewing the beers, putting it on tap, seeing if people like it, almost like a research area. They do have their own brewery type here. It's called the Brewer's Kitchen, so a lot of the beers you're going to see on the menu are going to be from them. I went and got their 55 Rocks, which I think is a pretty solid looking beer. It's a hazy IPA. Let's give this thing a try. Yeah, it's really good. It's actually a hazy pale ale, so I was misspoken. An IPA is going to be a little bit higher alcohol. As a pale ale is going to be a little bit lower alcohol, and I actually prefer hazy pale ales because I don't want the big sweetness that you get out of a lot of these higher alcohol beers, and so I think that's very, very good. I did get the cheese curds because, again, when you're in a place like this, you gotta try the cheese curds out. And I got a burger. Looking at their menu, it is kind of, I would say, elevated bar menu, mostly handhelds, so sandwiches, some appetizers, a couple salads. They do have a kids menu, which is nice. Not a lot of these places do kids menus, so you have that. And yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and give things a try. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and if you're coming to Milwaukee, this might be a nice place to hang out, especially because Central Waters Brewery is down there. We're in the Brewing District, not too far from other places, so kind of a nice place to come hang out. All right, guys, I'll come back when the food is here. All right, so I went back to look at the menu again. I thought that was a little weird that it was just like handhelds. It's not. They do have some specials. Friday fish fry. They have a ramen on here, so not just handhelds. I want to make sure we do that correction. But my cheese curds are here. I got the cheese curds. It has a chive garlic crema. These actually look really good. They're kind of small looking. Take a look here. They are piping hot, just came out, so we're gonna go ahead and give this a try with the crema. Yeah, the breading on here is really nice. It's Got a light dusting almost, it feels like, of some type of seasoning. The cheese in here is really good. This crema is actually fantastic. Oh yeah, that's actually kind of dangerous. I feel like I can just keep eating these and end up eating the whole bowl. This is definitely a shareable plate, obviously, because I think one thing to kind of note is that it is very flavorful, and I think like the more you eat of this, it might actually get a little overpowering from a flavor standpoint. So I've had a couple now and I'm starting to kind of feel it a little bit, if that makes sense. Now, I didn't get any utensils or napkins, so a little dirty on the fingers, but let's go ahead and try to do the pull test. Now, these are kind of small, so I'm not sure if we're going to get a pull, but we're going to try. All right. Yeah, not really much of a pull here, and I thought because of the size of these, we probably weren't going to get it, so I think I was right. But yeah, I think this is a good start to a meal. Definitely shareable. And again, if you like cheese curds, these are going to be pretty good. Can you get better? I think you can get better at some places, but these are very, very good. Better than most, I would probably say. All right, we'll be right back. All right, so my burger is here. I got the Pilot Project burger. Has a whole slew of stuff on here, so let's go through those. We got 2 beef patties, Texas-style sweet rose barbecue sauce. Don't even know what that means. We got some cowboy candy, which is pickled and candy jalapenos, some crispy shallots, and a champagne vinegar dill pickle. That's what's on the menu, just reading it off to you guys. The waitress did suggest the bacon, so I said, okay, I'll definitely do that, because I will typically go with what they suggest, so I went with the bacon, and then I ended up getting the fries. Fries are a little bit extra, they don't normally come with it. I think it's $2 to upgrade to the fries, otherwise you get like potato chips or something, so. But this thing looks absolutely ridiculous. So let's talk a little bit about the fries. They're a little bit thinner, which actually I don't mind. They're not afraid to salt their fries. Now, I did get silverware and napkins. It was just an oversight. I was the first one here, and I think I probably disrupted some stuff. So, all right, let's get into this burger. I'm gonna pull the skewer out. I feel like this is gonna be kind of messy. So I definitely want to eat it over my plate. I got some foliage here. Let's get rid of that, but look at this thing. Wow, this is gonna be messy. Let's see if I can get everything in one bite. That's a big burger. First bite, I didn't get too much into the burger. It was mostly just the meat, which is fine. Not a lot of the toppings. It was definitely big, so I might have to smash it down a little bit to try and get another bite in, but I ended up taking a couple of bites. The first bite, like I said, all meat. Second bite, I got more of the bun, more of the toppings. I think overall it does mesh very well. I'm not really picking up flavors of the individual components, but like as a holistic bite, it actually was really good. So like the bacon, nice and thick cut. Let's try the jalapeno here. Yeah, the jalapeno. Wow, that's really good. Oh, it's got a little kick to it when you just eat it as is. So, yeah, so far I think this is a pretty good burger. I put it down, which a lot of times with something like this, I think it's kind of a mistake to put it down. Keep getting foliage in my burger. I don't even think I got a piece of the bacon in here. But let's go for one more bite and see if anything changes. All right, so those other bites, I got some of the bacon in there finally, and it does definitely bring a different dimension to the burger itself. It's definitely got that more smoky, cured bacon flavor profile that really kind of helps bind everything together. So The bacon's good. That was a great suggestion on my waitress's part. Definitely helped with the burger. Again, this thing is really, really big. So I think what I'm going to do is see what I get through here, come back with some final thoughts. We'll talk a little bit about pricing, and yeah, we'll just take it from there. Thanks for coming again on my journey. I love that you guys are here with me, and I hope that when you come to Milwaukee, you check out these places, and let me know what you think in the comments below. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so let's talk a little bit about my thoughts. The burger was really good, really big, probably more than I needed. Who am I kidding? But yeah, I think that the burger was good, really, really big. It was really it started to get pretty hard to eat, but I thought the flavors were there, and so if it was tamed down a little bit, maybe just one patty or whatever, it wouldn't be as a hard sandwich to eat. But that also kind of leads me to my point about pricing. I think, I'm going to come back to that. The fries were good. I mentioned that they weren't afraid to season their fries and add some salt to it. One of the things that I started doing, obviously, is coming back in and kind of giving my final thoughts after I've had the complete meal. And one thing that I did notice, it was kind of same with the cheese curds and a little bit with the fries. Yeah, the first couple bites were great because they're really well seasoned, but then that starts to weigh you down, or kind of just, I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it, but it basically just kind of wears on you. That's what I'm trying to say. It kind of wears on you a little bit. I started to notice that the fries maybe were a little too salty. Maybe the cheese curds had a little bit too much seasoning on them. So, while those first couple bites are just like, wow, that's really great, once you start to continue to eat them and you get that almost like palate fatigue, they get to be a little much. And so, I guess if you're eating them in conjunction, right, take a bite of your burger, have some of the fries back and forth, maybe it's not as bad. I'm more of a one bite kind of person, if you will. I want to, I'll eat the burger, then I'll eat the fries, if that makes sense. I don't know. Sometimes I'm a little weird like that. So it's not always that way, but usually with sandwiches, I'm kind of like that. So, anywho. So overall, I thought the burger was good. The fries were tasty, but did get a little taxing. The cheese curds were good, a little taxing. As you guys saw too, I got a ton of food. So when I first looked at the menu here, I was like, it looks a little pricey. And it was. We'll break that down in a second. But I was a little concerned about the price coming in here. And the reality is, you get a ton of food for the price. So I'm kind of wondering, could they make the prices a little more friendly by not giving you as much food? Now, I know in today's culture, maybe some people kind of they look at it as a value proposition, right? I'm not getting enough food for what I'm paying for. Here, you're paying for it, but you're getting a ton of food. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about it, right? Would you like to have more of an appropriate portion size, maybe pay a little bit less, or do you want to pay a little bit more and just get these gigantic sizes that technically, it's like 2 meals for some people, right? Not for me. We'll make that clear. But for some people, right, it's like 2 meals. So let's take a look at prices. So after everything was said and done, this was a $50 meal for me. $8 for the beer. The burger alone is $17, and then I got the fries, which is an additional $2, and I got the bacon added, which is $2.50. The cheese curds were $9, so that brings you up to about $40. With tax and tip, that gets me up to $50. Milwaukee taxes too skyrocketed. I don't know what's the dealio here, but basically you're looking at 8-9% now. When you're in the city of Milwaukee. So kind of something to think about too as you guys are, planning your excursion, especially for those of you who live in the area. Does the price hike kind of make you shy away from Milwaukee, or does it not really matter in the grand scheme of things? A couple percentage points, but I don't know. You guys can leave a comment for me on that below too if you so choose. So, but yeah, overall, I thought it was a good place. I wasn't shy from coming back here. Would this be a first recommendation for me? I don't know. I would say that the beer was good, the food was good. It's a little pricey. If if the price isn't a big deal, then yeah, come check it out. Maybe share a plate or something. Who knows? But I'm kind of torn. I'm torn by the $50 price tag that I paid for lunch today, and if the flavors and what I experience here justify that price tag. So that's what I'm a little torn about. I don't know. I get it. Some people are going to be like, if you go out to eat, that's what you can expect, and if you can't afford to do it, then don't go out to eat. Whatever. I'm gonna give you the whatever with those kind of comments. But yeah, it's just interesting. Food for thought, I guess. Well, thanks guys for coming with me on this journey. It's much appreciated. Glad I got to check this place out. I know they have a rooftop bar, which is kind of nice. You can take tours here. And again, you know, like if you've never been here before, it's probably worth the stop, maybe a special night or something, but this isn't a normal lunch place for me, I think. Just a little too pricey. So, all right guys, thank you much for coming. Peace out.